Hi friends, time for me to release the priority question list for your January 26 exam, releasing well in advance so that you can prioritize your preparation and be exam ready as soon as possible. We've already released a strategy video. In that strategy video, I've told you how to complete AFM, what order to prepare, how many revisions to be done, how many mock tests to be written. So you can look at that video if you have not seen it earlier. I will share the link of that in the description. In this material, we have done, as compared to the earlier material, I have done few changes. I would prefer if you can use the new material which I have given. What are the changes we have done? The first changes, I have added maybe another 30 to 40 questions extra. The last material had around 220 questions. This material has around 250 questions. 30 to 40 questions we have added it in the material. This is to strengthen the priority material and ensure that all concepts are covered. Objective is very, very clear. We have to cover all concepts. Priority material does not mean exact question will come in exam. But what can come is question 2, question 3, question 4 concepts clubbed together and comes as a single question in exam. So that was the objective. So I've added 30, 40 question and I've added another section called study material section. What is this? I'll explain. These two are the major changes. Study material section. I'll explain the study material section. Two major changes I've made from my earlier priority material. This is going to strengthen your preparation because this list which I'm giving is to ensure that during the last preparations time, that is now another 3 months we have. So when you do your first round of preparation, you may do all these questions. Second round of preparation, you may do little lesser question. Third round, you may do even lesser question. So, and another important point is you will 100% go through concept book. Concept book is mandatory. Third edition concept book was released. We are working on another edition of concept book, but okay, third edition concept book was released along with concept chart. So you have to go through the concept book to strengthen your understanding of concepts, and some question which I would not have added here would have got discussed in the form of concept MCQ as well. So that is very, very critical. Along with that, you may have to cover Jan 26 RTP, Jan 26 MTP, and whenever ICA releases suggested answers of, I've already covered the suggested answers of September 25 from my point of view in a YouTube video. I'll share the link of that also here. But that it is my answer. Hopefully that will be the final answer of ICA, but in case they take some other assumption, that is why I've not added. Another important point is nothing new was tested in the September 25 exam. So it may not be that critical also. Now, last few attempts, I have seen AFM to be on the easier side. So it can continue to be an easy paper, or they may ask an extremely challenging paper. In both the scenario, concepts understanding is very, very critical. That is where the concept book utility is there. So first thing, I've added 30, 40 questions and I've told you to prioritize on the concept book along with this priority material. Concept book along with the priority material. We have added another section called study material section. Now, what is the study material section? Let's understand. Now, let me go to any chapter. Uh, just a minute. Okay, this is your M&A chapter. In the M&A chapter, you will see suddenly an yellow color shaded portion everywhere. You will see it different places. It says SM TYK question number 1, computation of post merger EPS. I did not add it in the material. It's a study material question because there is a mindset with student that they want to cover 100% of study material. That mindset is there with many students. I will not say it is right mindset, wrong mindset and all, because ICA also tests a lot from the study material. My job was to include those questions in this yellow color shaded portion, which I did not add it in my priority material because I felt it doesn't do any new concept. I did not add them in the priority material, but I've given a reference to you so that in case you wish to see, you please see it. So there is, you will see SMTYK question number 2, computation of net cost of merger, covered in the previous question. Previous question means question 11. So in bit about this, there was a question. In that question, I've covered this question. So I did not feel a need that you have to see this study mat question. So like this, SMTYK question number 8, impact of merger and EPS, gain or loss computation, maximum exchange ratio, concept covered in different question. So multiple questions are there in the priority material where all these concepts are covered. So if I've already covered those concepts, why should I go through that extra question and all? But still, what I have written here is, this is for you. New section added in priority material. This can be covered in the first revision, but may be skipped in later revision if the student feels confident. If this is an optional, we have added question numbers of ICI study material at various places for question not included in the priority material. All other questions are included in the, whatever is shaded is not included. All other study material question is part of the priority material. Along with that, obviously I've added some MTP questions, some RTP questions. It's not only ICI study material. For example, if you see first chapter, this was a study material question, but the second question was a May 25 RTP question. I felt May 25 RTP question is a good question, should be covered by students. So I've added that in the material. It's not only this, I've added different types of question. I've added a CA inter question also. I felt a CA inter question a student has to go through. I've added that also in the material. It is not that I've added only ICI study material question. I've added CA inter question, my own question also. You'll find it at few places called as author question. So I have added them at few places. Let's just search for it. Author question. You will find this at few places. Yeah, I think only 3-4 questions are. It is still searching. Some 20 questions could have got added as author question. So that is my question which I've created. I feel student has to go through these questions to strengthen their concept. So that is why they have been added. So we have ensured that this time priority material is released well in advance, so that you are able to cover entire AFM with lots and lots of confidence. The objective was very simple, that give you a material, because people who have done my classes or others classes, we give you some 700 questions, 600 questions, or at max it could be 550 questions. That's all. Lesser than that and all, very rarely an author will give. So students get confused at the last stage. How do I complete my preparation? I've already gone for classes, but now doing so many things is difficult. Don't worry. That is where the priority question list is. This is for January exam. You are in your May exam or other exam and you are going to revise now. You can use it also. But for the May exam, I may release another list later on. No major changes. Even I'm repeating now also, there are no major changes from this list as compared to the earlier September list. But yes, add-ons have been made. I've removed few questions. Very few I've removed. Added lot of questions. And I have released this material. So this material is a very comprehensive material. Also, I want to tell you about the free resources which are available. You can go through these two major resources. One is, there's a YouTube playlist for detailed concept revision where we cover all concepts, and there's a single revision video for revision of entire AFM. These two will be very important resources for students. I would expect you to go through this list so that it ensures, it gives you that much needed confidence to face the exam, much needed confidence to face the exams. Clear these two lists. Apart from this, you still don't have clarity, then you can buy my fast track classes where you even have a 1 month validity class with a reasonable fees, or you can even go for 1 month validity, I think some 2500 plus GST. That will also give you full confidence to face the exam, or you can even go for my regular classes in case you have time. But the purpose is very simple, releasing material well in advance. Go through the material, you will get lots and lots of comfort. If you prepare with this material, I can assure you an exemption. Only question mark is it 60, 70, 80 or 90? That I don't know. You may score 60s, you may score 70s, you may score 80s, you may score 90s. And one more point, I've also told about this in another video. Don't ignore theory. Don't ignore theory. So for that, I've released, attached the summary theory notes, and I have a theory videos are uploaded in YouTube. But I've told the importance of theory in a video, in the strategy video itself. So please go through. I will be sharing links of certain videos in the description. Please go through all of that. This will give you. You need to spend in this video 10 minutes, another maybe 15 minutes on those two videos, and you will be fully clear as to how to cover AFM. Thank you, friends. If you need any other guidance, you can comment on my YouTube channel. Great.